This one is called Romancing the Soul. It actually was one of the poems in The Evolution of a Word Made Flesh. A Word Made Flesh, not the. The Evolution of a Word Made Flesh. My first chapbook. It's called Romancing the Soul. The birth of a romance begins when a boy writes about breasts, lips, and pupils within prison-set stones. It dies when pen strokes, keystrokes, and mindful joys are only about what can be felt within graffiti-tagged labial walls. The brick and mortar of belly-button ring flesh, licked down to her eternal grout skin, overlay of calcium bone, that carnivorous prenatal channel. He is a poetical virgin afraid to be inspired by anything other than female glands, her dyed hair, the shaven flesh of any woman. But after her sacred periodical pomegranate plum stains deny his admittance for gratification, he moves himself to seek another romance, this one with words. This affair wades deeper in the waters of lithium paint thinner lacquer and combustible flammable thoughts. Loosed now from the umbilical cord of her, he's birthed into a smorgasbord apocalypse of ideas and words to search out his darkness, his light, to throw away or keep away self, to expand on the shame and hurt of his people to expound on the shame and hurt of his people he sees being as birds bathing morose in the mud of politics and religion, words that make elementary ears wax eccentric. To expose popularity polls as prepared presidential hikes for approval, slicing minds that are inbred with patriot, conservative parrot, or radical leftist rights. Questioning the ingredients in religious raisin bran bread, the holy rolled psychological tablets of commandments swallowed by sheep and administered by wolves on pulpits of lies. He has time now to contemplate the spelling of or how to enunciate words like believe and perceive. I before E, except after C. Bold type lie. I before E, except after C. I before E is I am before Eden. So are you. Accept and see. A, C, C, E, P, T. Another creation, consciously evolving past trees. The first acronym of the species of man. For as once he was blind, he now perceives that if Jesus' blood was spilled once for the souls of all living, I suppose a woman must bleed once a month to rescue an unborn soul from possibly not having the chance to decide what to believe in. He now writes understanding why sex is so overrated, not as an act to enjoy, but in comparison to what it can birth. And Einstein, the next Luther King Jr., the next Lenin or Marley, Van Gogh, Cesar E. Chavez or Juarez. The other half of these a rib, most believe, yet to him, he perceives it's the feminine soul's destiny to walk in the footsteps of Madame Curie, or Keller, Kalo, or Joplin, Earhart, or Angelou. So not all women are whores, and not all men in power are warmongering, soul-caging scoundrels. If we are to turn back toward Eden, the young poet asks, what are we to believe in? If not in our highest of self, should we perceive us blasphemous?